Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be looking at insurance and investments, okay? And let's just look at the definition for insurance here. It says insurance is an agreement by which a company provides a guarantee of compensation for specified loss, damage, illness, or death in return for a specified premium, okay? So basically, guys, you have to pay a premium each month, and if something happens to your car or your health, they would actually cover the cost of that incident, right? So, for example, there's car insurance. In Jamaica, you're actually required by law to have car insurance. So, if somebody crashed into your car and write off your car, then they would probably give you 90% of the value of the car back, right? Then there's health insurance in case you get sick, right? And this would cover most of your medication costs, probably 80% of your medication cost, or 80% of the surgery you might have to do, or whatever the incident is related to your health, right? Also, health insurance also covers part of the visits to the doctor as well. So health insurance is really effective and really important. So is car insurance, all right? Now, life insurance. Life insurance is in case you die, and this can be really effective, especially when you get old, right? So if you die at 60, 70 years old, there may be a payout, for example, like $3 to $5 million based on when you die, right? So if you die, your beneficiaries, meaning your children or your husband or whoever needs to take care of your funeral, will be guaranteed a certain sum of money. So life insurance is really helpful as well. And then you have homeowners insurance, right? So for your home, if your home burns down, Bridget, it would be really nice to have some insurance, okay? Um, and it's quite expensive. Homeowners insurance is very expensive, but in the case where you have a very large house and you have a lot of valuables, you may really need to have homeowners insurance as well. But for me, the most important type of insurance, especially for a young person, is health and car insurance if you have your own car. All right. All right, so it says here, did you know that football superstar Pele insured his legs for $1 million US when he was playing football, right? So that's really important. And that's a form of health insurance, because if he can't play on his legs anymore, then he would get paid the 1 million US, which would be good for him because, he's a footballer. He uses his legs to work, all right? So amazing. All right, guys. So let's move on to investments now. So it says for an investment, to invest is to allocate money in the expectation of some benefit in the future. Right. In finance, the benefit from an investment is called the return. Okay. And these include bonds, stocks, investing directly into a business with capital, or starting your own business with your own capital. Okay. So anything that you invest where you expect some return or expectation, or you expect some gain on your money, that's considered an investment. All right, guys. All right, so let's look at some examples now. Okay. All right, guys. So let's look at this first example here. It says Jasmine goes to NCB Capital Markets and decides to invest in a bond for 5 years at the return of 7% per year. She invests 100,000 US into this bond. How much does she have after the 5 year period? Okay. All right, so what we're going to actually use for this formula, guys, is the compound interest formula, right? So for the compound interest formula, it's equal to the principal multiplied by 1 plus the interest over 100 to the t, to the time, right? So in this case, the compound interest of the asset, right, which is the amount she invested, would be 100,000 US times 1 plus 7 over 100 to the 5. Cool. And we're going to just put this in our calculator now, guys. All right, guys. So in our calculators, we should put 1.07 to the 5 multiplied by 100,000. Cool. And the answer is actually the amount that she has, including her principal over the 5 years, it's actually 140,255.17. Cool. So this is how much money she has in US after the 5 years. So clearly she made about, well, if you subtract the principal here, right? If you subtract the principal for this, the compound interest, the real compound interest, is equal to the 140,000 minus the 100,000, which is 40,255.17 cents. So this was her return. All right, guys. That was the return on her investment over the 5 years. And it was a good investment. She made almost 50% of the principal over the 5 years. Okay. All right. So let's look at an insurance example now, guys. All right, guys, great. So let's look at this example here. It says Andrew's car was parked on the sidewalk while another car came out of nowhere and completely totaled his vehicle. That really sucks. After coming out of the tax office, he saw his car completely destroyed. And this actually happens, guys. People hit parked cars. It's just unbelievable. And the car's value is 1.5 million GMD. And the insurance company promises to pay out 90% of the cost of the car. How much did Andrew get from the insurance company? All right, so let's look into that, right? The cost of the car is 1.5 million, and they say they're gonna pay 90% of it, so it would be multiplied by the 90%. Cool. These two zeros cancel these two, and all we have to do is multiply 90 by 15,000. Cool. And we actually get 1.35 million, right? So it's 1350000, right? So just like that, you lose $150,000, right? You get less than the value for your car, and you have to go and buy a car again, right? And the car that you're gonna buy is going to be less in terms of the value of the previous car. It really sucks. That's how insurance works. But if you had no insurance, though, you saw it. You wouldn't get any money if your car was totaled. So that's why insurance is important, guys. All right. All right, cool. So I think we're pretty much good here. Let's look at a real life example. All right, guys. So we're looking at a real life example here, and of course we're on Guardian Group's website, Guardian Life, and they actually do life insurance, and they do homeland insurance, right? Home guard, people, products, motor. So they have a lot of insurance. Cool. So let's just look on the site. Let's see what's up. And right, they're saying commercial, liability, residential, auto, and marine. So they do a lot of insurance, guys. So if you need life and health insurance, this might be the best place to go, right? There are pretty much only two main insurance companies in Jamaica, and that is Guardian and Sagicor. So if you need insurance, these are the only companies that you really can get them from. Everybody else is a broker. So they will sell you insurance. There are other brokers that will sell you insurance, but Guardian and Sagicor are the only people who actually issue insurance to you. Cool. All right, so life, health, and pensions. They can also set up a great pension plan for you as well. That's a good idea, right? Yo, Guardian is really going to guard your life. All right, they really will help. Okay, so all right, and I think this is just enough of a good real life example. Let's look at some products though. It says individual benefits and plans, employee benefit plans, but let's look at the individual, right? And we have critical illness plans, right? So in case you get cancer or one of those serious illnesses, they will cover the cost. Travel insurance plans if you're traveling, right? Interest sensitive plans, universal life and equity linked plans. So there are really a lot of type of plans here. Mutual life plans, there are really a lot of options here, right? All right, so let's just look at life, right? Let's click this life here, and there's an individual benefit. It's the same thing, all right? Okay, so, okay guys, so this is where you go when you need to guard your life, All right, this is where you go when you need to really get some insurance. When it's related to investments now, I would go to NCB Cap Market or SSL or JMMB or Scotiabank. The banks will really help you out when it comes to making investments. All right. And I'll just talk to you guys personally about investments. I think everybody should be investing at any age. All right. All right, guys. So we're finished with the real life example now, and I'll see you later. All right. Make sure to do the worksheet. Cool. All right, guys. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next lecture. And remember to do your best, and God will do the rest.